Welcome to Get Fit. I'm Tam, she's Des. Today we're going to be talking about life and how life gets busy and how you can sneak some fitness into your everyday life. So I completely understand the whole time management thing. And if you don't go to the gym and you don't have a fitness routine that you do in your daily life, let's try and sneak it into our daily routine. So we don't have to carve an hour out of our day. We can just add the activity in as we do it. So a few tips I have for you for at home, anytime you're doing any housework or anything like that, exaggerate some of the movements. Like when you're sweeping, really sweep through that range of motion. Feel the muscles in the back engage. When you're putting something away or you're grabbing something out of the shelf, reach for the one that's on the top shelf, the one that's in the far back instead of the one that's right in front of your face. When you're driving in your vehicle, actually think of turning and looking through that full range of motion through your neck, and make notes of where your mobility is lacking. Like, for example, if you are driving and you go to do a shoulder check and you realize you can only see this far without turning your whole body, maybe take that into some consideration, that maybe we have some mobility issues in our neck. Or even if you're getting out of bed in the morning and you find you're sleeping on the same side every night and you're a little bit stiff getting out of bed on one side of the body, maybe try sleeping on the other side of the bed, or really working through the range of motion and just putting some extra emphasis into getting that full range of motion and not cheating through that range of motion. So say if you're walking up the stairs too, if you're having a sore knee and you're favoring that one side, think of just slowing the movement down and actually getting through that proper range of motion, how you would go up and down the stairs. If you are at work and that is a limiting factor in your ability to get your exercise in throughout the day, you don't have to do it all at once. It is completely okay to sneak in little reps throughout the day. And that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to give you guys a few exercises that you can sneak into your day. You only need a couple of minutes here and there, whether it's like on your bathroom break or you get a break from the kids for like 2 minutes. We're going to sneak in some sets. We're going to do 3 different exercises and we'll break them down for you too. So for example, we're going to start with some squats, some air squats. Our first set, we're going to go nice and easy, all right? Because typically you would have, gotten up from your desk or, just ran to the bathroom quick, so you're not super warm for this. So we want to start off nice and easy with your feet hip distance apart, abs tight. Take your hips back, keep your weight into your heels, and drop down into that squat. Nice and easy, you got it. So as you lift, you want to exhale, work through the range of motion. Feel those muscles start to engage. Heart rate should come up a little bit. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds. And it is amazing the difference in energy levels. If you get up from your desk, do a little bit of movement. If you find yourself falling asleep at your desk, just get up. 30-second air squats. Couple more. Last one. And then shake it off. Yeah, so we'll just shake it off like nothing happened. Nobody even knew you snuck that set in. Perfect. All right, so now that you've done that first set, we're gonna intensify the next set. So same thing, we'll set that up, feet hip distance apart, abs tight, drop that back into a squat. And this time, we're gonna jump it up a little bit, landing nice and soft on the feet. Nice and soft. And make it nice and flowy. So all the way up and then flow it back down. You got it. The first couple might feel a little bit awkward, and then you'll find your flow. Push down through the heels, exhale as you lift. And as you get a little bit more comfortable with that, start getting some more air. Lift and lift. Looks good. A couple more, we'll do 10 more seconds. Keep going. Okay, this is hard, eh? Huffing and puffing already. Couple more, last one, and good. All right, so proof that those aren't that easy, all right? Just because you're not pushing a lot of weight or you don't, you're not in your workout clothes and you haven't dedicated this time to your workout time doesn't mean that this isn't effective, all right? So we'll sneak this into our day. If you've gotten through those first 2 sets and you have enough time to get your 3rd set in, we're going to add a little bit more intensity to that. So I want you to do everything the same. Abs tight, feet hip distance apart. We're gonna drop down into that squat, add some air, and this time when you land, touch the floor. 30 seconds and go. Nice and low. Looks good. You can build your way up to this level too. If you're only comfortable with doing those air squats and you don't want to add that jump, you don't have to. You can take that impact right out of there. You can go for a little bit longer if you need to. 2 more. And last one. Nice work. All right, so that didn't take very long, like, 3 minutes maybe, tops. So you can sneak back to your desk a little bit, shorter breath, or sneak back to your kids or whatever it is that you were doing. Whatever your day looks like, where you're just too busy to get to the gym, where you're too busy to exercise, we're not too busy for this. We can definitely sneak this in. All right, so the next movement I have for you, we're gonna take this side to side. So you'll need to find a spot where you have a little bit of space. You're not gonna crash into anything. And watch out for the cats and the dogs running around too. They like to get you for this one. So yeah, we're gonna start with the side step, side to side. 30 seconds. In the first set, you want to start off nice and easy. Work through the range of motion, open up through the hips. Get your breathing under control. 30 seconds. If you'd like to make that a little bit harder, you can drop the hips. Bring that a little bit lower, you got it. Keep going, 10 more seconds with that. And last one. All right, so we'll shake that out. You can grab a drink or do whatever you need to do in between sets. This second set will make it a little bit harder. So we're gonna do the same thing, but this time we're gonna add a little bit of air. So instead of just tapping side to side, I want you to actually jump it side to side. A little bit of momentum. Work that body, let's go. Push. If you'd like to make this harder, you can up the intensity a little bit by adding some more power. Take that back foot behind. Speed it up a little bit if you need to. Slow it down. You can play around with the tempo. Keep it interesting. We'll do 10 more seconds. And again, getting huffy and puffy by the second set. And time. All right, let's take a little break. It's going good so far. Third set, we can make this a little bit more challenging. We're gonna take that side to side, same thing, add that little bit of power. Now, you don't have to take it to this level if you're not comfortable, obviously. This is if you're ready for the next level. Take it down and touch the floor. All the way down, touch. And touch. Looking good. So again, you can play around with speed. Start off nice and slow, and then slowly work your way up to a faster tempo. Say about 30 seconds on, and then take a break. Do 10 more seconds. And time. All right, so those were 2 moves to get your heart rate up, get our cardiovascular system going, work the legs a little bit. with those laterals and the squats. Now we're gonna move on to upper body. So we're gonna start with push-ups. So if you are at home or at the office, you're just gonna need a wall or your desk or the back of your chair. If you are using the back of your chair, just make sure it doesn't tip over. And we'll start that push-up from the wall. So abs tight, hands nice and wide, elbows come out. Exhale as you lift. And you can even push yourself off of the wall if you like. Add some power, exhale. So again, we'll do this for about 30 seconds. We want to start off here. Get nice and warm. Do a few more. And last one. All right, shake that out. So if you have a room in your office, you might not want to do this one in the bathroom, but make sure you have a nice space, and we'll drop it to the floor. Go from your knees now. So again, we're probably not super warm at this point. So second set will make it a little bit harder. Drop from your knees, and then 30 seconds of push-ups. If 30 seconds is too long, just go until you need to take a break. Take a little break, and then drop back into those push-ups. So again, abs tight, elbows come out to the side. Exhale as you lift. And you can play around with that tempo. Slow it down, speed it up, hold that contraction at the bottom. You got it. So, should I say how many is left, or should we just should we find out here? Couple more, 2 more. I'm next. And last one. All right, so third set, we're gonna go from our toes, and 30 seconds of push-ups. Do you think you can do that? We'll see, should we see? I don't know. I think you can, for sure. If you can't, take a break, no big deal. It's nice to set some goals. So maybe set it as a goal, 30 seconds. I'm gonna try and go and do as many as I can from my toes, and then write that number down, see how many you get, and then maybe one day you'll be able to do all 30 seconds. So here we go. If you slow it down, you have the better chance of getting your whole 30 seconds in, but we'll see. Try and keep your chin up, keep your neck in line with your spine. Exhale as you lift. Abs tight. Couple more. And last one. Take that up, shake it out. Nice work. So there you have it, 3 exercises you can sneak into your day, your busy, busy day. I'm sure that we can make time for this at least. All right, we're gonna take a little break, and then we'll come back after the break.
Welcome back, everybody, to Get Fit. So before the break, we gave you a couple quick exercises you can add to your busy day just to get that heart pumping, body moving, and just a little overall more movement into your day. So we're gonna go through 3 more exercises that you can just sneak in when you've got some extra minutes. I mean, we have 24 hours in a day, so 15 minutes out of your day, I don't think that's much. So the first one we're gonna start with is a lunge. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. We're gonna start with the most basic way. So she's just gonna take a step forward and alternate feet. Now, if this is very challenging for you and you feel really shaky, like you just can't get your posture, use your desk chair, your desk, the wall, something, a staircase, anything that you can hang on to. So if I was a staircase, for example, she could just grab onto that staircase, help with balance, and just do that alternating lunge forward. And we're gonna do that for 30 seconds. So dropping that knee in the back leg to the floor, keeping that core tight, back straight. 10 more seconds. Perfect. All right. Now, if we wanna spice that up a little bit, we could actually move when we're doing the lunge. So do a walking lunge. So instead of just staying kind of right on the spot like she was doing, she can move a little bit more forward, move to the side, go around your house, tour around the office, go say hi to your neighbors, and just doing that alternating step. Same thing, dropping that back knee to the floor, keeping that whole upper body tight, back straight. Perfect. Let's do 10 more seconds. Awesome. So take a little break, because this is a very challenging move. So shake it out if you need to, grab a drink of water, maybe check your emails, whatever you need to do. Now, the last way we can make this really intense, I wouldn't suggest going to this level if you're having that stability issue. So if you're feeling really shaky when you're doing that, and that's a challenge enough, don't go to this level. But if you want to spice it up, let's add some air into it. So we're gonna come into that lunge and jump. And she's gonna keep everything tight. When she gets that motion down, add a little bit of arm action. And we're gonna do that for a full 30 seconds. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Get that heart rate pumping. And just really focus on that stability. So when that front foot lands, she wants to make sure that her toe and heel are both in contact with the floor, and we're not leaning forward too far, and just driving up. We've got 10 seconds left. Three, 2, and 1. Ooh. That one's a lot harder, so take a good break after that. Grab a drink if you need to. Shake out the legs, they're probably feeling a little bit like Jello right now. So with this next one, we're gonna start easy to start off, and we're just gonna do a knee drive. So same thing as before. If you're having a little bit of shakiness, just grab onto something to help with your balance. And she's just gonna step that foot back and pull that knee up as far as she can. So drive it up. Perfect. And this is level 1. And then she's gonna switch legs. So we're gonna do 30 seconds on that leg, and then we're gonna swap to the other one. So just driving that knee up, stepping it back, keeping that whole upper body tight. So pull that belly button in. You see the little wobble there? It's what happens when you let go of your core. And then she can slowly add in just a little bit deeper of a step back, and then even get the arms in there. So reaching those arms up, driving that knee forward. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, and good. That one will probably get your heart rate up just a tad. So level 2, we're gonna add a little bit of a hop in there this time. So as she brings that knee up, she's gonna hop on that supporting foot. So just a little bit of a hop up, jump up off the ground, and really think about pulling those arms down and back. So you get a little bit of upper back action as well. So pull down as you drive that knee up. 5 more. Perfect. Big step back, drive it forward. Make sure there's nothing around that you're gonna trip on. Good. Now what we did to one side, we gotta do to the other side. So she's gonna step back with that other foot, drive it up, keeping that core tight, not letting that cave forward. As we get tired, we always want to slouch, but if you have a desk job, you've probably been slouching all day, so this is a good time to really focus on that posture. Suck that belly button in, think about pulling it into your back, reach those arms up as far as you can. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. Let's take a good break in between the last one because we're gonna make it a little bit more challenging even. This might be easier, this might be more challenging for you. You can kind of pick your level on any of these. So instead of just driving those arms back, this time we're gonna reach over to one side, and as we pull them down, you're gonna pull them down and across your body and twist. So you're gonna twist that upper body. So you're gonna step back, twist her core. Perfect. Get a little trunk rotation in there. Beautiful. So she starts off easy, and then if she wants to add a little more, she can add a jump in. So as she comes up, just a little bit of rise on that foot. Pulling those arms down, driving that knee up. Perfect. 10 seconds to go. Get that heart rate up. You got 10 minutes in a day, 30 seconds. All right, and let's switch to that other side. Things are heating up quickly. So other side, start off slow, find that balance, twist that core, move your head with your body. Really get that rotation in there. And then if you feel like you can, add a little hop. Reach those arms all the way up. Full reach, reach for the stars. Drive it down, perfect. We got 15 seconds left, and then we get to lay down for the next one. So as quick as you can, drive it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, take a breather. This is a good time when you do those really high intensity exercises. You can do, if you're having trouble breathing, just place your hands behind your head. Take a couple deep breaths, and this will open up your chest, open up your airway. So just take a couple deep breaths, bring that heart rate back down, and just relax a little bit. You can also lay on the ground if you'd like to. This is where we're gonna move to next. So a lot of the time when we have desk jobs or, we're parents running around kids all the time, we're slouching a lot. We don't focus on our posture. So this is a wonderful exercise that you can squeeze into your day. Maybe it'd be a good idea to have a mat in your office so you're not laying on the dirty floor. So this one is called a dead bug, and it's mainly focusing on your core, really just getting that whole spine in a neutral position. So what she's gonna do is bend her knees to 90 degrees and take her feet off the ground. And then she's gonna extend her arms right above her chest. And she's gonna drop the opposite arm and opposite leg. Perfect. Now, this in itself can be a little bit challenging, trying to think about dropping the opposite leg, opposite arm. So if you find it really just mind-boggling to alternate, you can just do one at a time. So if you drop both your arm and your leg at the same time, so drop those two. No, other way. No. See, it's challenging. So just stick with these two instead of alternating. So stick with one combination. So you can do 10, 10 just with these two. There you go, perfect. That makes it a little bit easier. It could, or you can try doing the alternating, totally up to you. but we're gonna try and do this for 30 seconds. So bringing that extended leg as close to the mat as she can without dropping that heel to the floor. Really controlling it down, feeling it right all through your core. 10 more seconds. Perfect. Take a little bit of a breather. We're gonna do that one again. It looks so easy. For such an easy movement, it is actually very complicated, but it's one of the best core exercises you can do, beginner, advanced. There's lots of things you can add to it. So if this wasn't challenging enough and you had access to a couple small weights, she could hold a weight in her hand as she does this, make it a little more challenging, but her main goal is to force her lower back into the ground. So you want to think about sucking in your stomach, pulling that belly button in, and pressing your back into the mat. So if I put my hand under her back, I should not be able to go right under. You don't want that arch in your back. Perfect. Also too, if you had access to a stability ball, you could hammer it between your hands and feet and try and stabilize that as you do this. That adds that extra little bit of challenge, but for today, we're just gonna do body weight. We'll do 5 more. She's been doing this for a long time. All right, take a breather. We're gonna do that one more time. Not that that wasn't long enough, but you can never do too much core work. The nice thing about this exercise too, a lot of the time when we do things that are core focused or we're trying to focus on our abs, our hip flexors actually take over for a lot of it. This exercise, you can't really use your hip flexors to help, so it's all in your abs. So if you want that shredded 6-pack for summer, start doing these. Let's do one more set to finish off. Dropping that opposite arm, opposite leg. Let's try the alternating this time. Perfect. Keeping that back right in the floor. Pressing down, core tight. Remember to breathe. Let's go 10 more seconds, since we went so long the next time, or the first time before that. 3, 2, 1. And good. All right, you can get up if you can after that one. So there's a couple quick exercises you can add into your day. We all get busy. We've all got obligations. We've got things to do. We've got things to take care of, but that doesn't mean we can't add a little bit of activity in our day. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Get Fit. We'll see you next time.